Awkward Mafia.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another episode of Awkward Mafia Watches Lost. I'm Jesse.
I'm Kristine.
Today we're watching Season 1, Episode 17, ... in translation.
Ooh.
Lost in translation.
Okay.
We had another episode called And Found. That was a Sun episode.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what this episode's gonna be. I'm never good at these guesses though, so I'm like 0 for like 3.
No, you were pretty good with all the good cowboys have daddy issues.
Oh.
You were pretty spot on with Jack on that one.
I mean, he does have daddy.
Although you would think it would. I think you were like, it's Claire or Jack, because Claire's back, but. I mean, who has daddy issues?
Yeah. Clearly Jack does.
Alright, real quick. What happened last time?
It was a Sawyer episode.
Mm-hmm.
Basically...
Let's make people like Sawyer.
Basically. Yeah, that was basically the whole episode. I like Sawyer. I mean, I never hated Sawyer. Just...
He was fun to watch, at the very least.
Yeah.
Which the same cannot be said for Jin.
Okay, but Jin hasn't really done anything. We didn't even hear his name until like
episode 12.
Yeah,
or something.
And it was from an offhand. It was offhand. Like I think Hurley mentioned his name or something, and we were like, "Wait,
did he just say his name?"
Oh, that's Sun's husband. Yeah,
okay,
like he never Sun never actually said his name. Anyway, still like weird that happened like that, but yeah.
But I mean,
Sawyer basically like we learned like more of Sawyer's backstory, like what happened to him as a kid, and then we found out that he ended up killing a dude who he thought was the real Sawyer, but was actually just someone who owed money to his old friend, I guess. Yeah, friend.
Not really friend. They hate each other. But
yeah, he ended up killing him, and then he was not the right person.
Nope.
So he has, issues with that, obviously.
Yeah.
But like him and Kate bonded over killing a man.
Yes, they both killed a man. She has already admitted to killing someone.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's why she's on the run or not.
Yeah. But we know
she did do it.
It was like she said she killed the man she loved. So which is probably the guy that she was married to for a little bit.
Didn't last long, she said.
Yeah, because, death will do that. Death will cut that time,
Yeah, they tend to do his part.
Yeah. So they bonded over that.
Yeah.
I do like their, relationship, too. Like, they kind of just get each other in that sense. Like, because they both, don't belong. So they bond over that.
Yeah.
But,
they're both criminals.
Yeah.
And they kind of get each other. On that front.
They have some understanding there with each other. Yeah. And I think they're just kind of looking for that, kinship in each other. Yeah,
because he does kind of push her away when she gets too real.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't like.
Well, he says he doesn't like, but he actually wants it. Okay? He's probably just pushing her. He's pushing her away because he craves it, but, he probably blames himself for killing that guy, and that does all... He doesn't like himself very much.
He willingly got tortured, and he wants everyone to hate him.
Yeah.
Because, we thought it was because he just became the man he hates. But which he did. But now we also know he killed an innocent man.
Yeah. Sawyer doesn't like himself very much at all. So
he doesn't feel like he deserves a lot.
So he's pushing Kate away.
But he wants a lot.
Yeah. He craves, people's... He wants to be liked and he wants to be loved, but he pushes people away because he doesn't love himself and he doesn't think he deserves people's love.
I think it's more he needs people and he needs to be loved, but he wants to be hated and left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that was last time. This time, in translation.
Lost. In translation.
Exactly. Before watching us, you should be sure to support the official release so you can watch Lost on Hulu and in Europe and a lot of places. But if you're American, Hulu. Let's watch.
사망이라 그게 뭐지? 우선 식당을 열고
더 나아지면 호텔을 가고 싶습니다.
아내 아버님은 이 결혼대에 어떻게 생각하시나?
돌아가셨습니다.
내 딸을 위해 자네가 뭐 할 수 있지?
뭐든지 하겠습니다.
내가 시키는 어떤 일도?
네,
꿈을 그렇게 쉽게 파는 사람에게 내 딸을 왜 줘야지?
따님은 제 꿈이니까요. 아버님.
Good answer.
이제 남편 말이 말 같지 않아? 이제 너랑 상관이 없는 일인데 왜 끼어들어? I swear to God, you put your hands on her one more time. 네가 뭔데? 너는 이리 끼어들지 마. Hands off.
Uh-oh. Ooh. No, I mean.
아버님이 살아계셔서 우리 결혼식을 보셨더라면 참 좋았을 텐데. 미안해요. 내가 괜한 말을 했나 봐.
아니야. 괜찮아. 어디에 계시든 기뻐하셨을 거야.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I stuck my nose where it didn't belong.
When I slapped you, I was protecting you
Oh, yeah? From what?
from Jin. You don't know what he's capable of.
It's not my problem. It's yours.
Hey.
They're kind of friends, right?
I mean,
They had that episode where they bonded.
acquaintances.
Come on, dude. I'm trying here. Okay. You want to be an outsider? It's your business.
Do you have a past in the Navy you've neglected to tell me about?
Why?
How does a woman like you learn how to tie a perfect bowling knot?
By dating guys with sailboats. Spending my Saturday nights alone at home, tying knots.
It's a very sad image.
Maybe we should get some rope,
Okay.
spend a Saturday night alone together, and see what happens.
He's like, oh,
Uh,
this is weird. I don't. This is a weird combo. I don't know how I feel about
those
this.
two, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
It's
just,
not one you would expect.
just weird. I mean, look, they're on a deserted island. Have some fun, y'all. But like, it's just, you know, a bit weird. Like, just their personalities are just like so.
Hey, man. It's not the Queen Mary. I only got room for 4 people. It's one open spot. Took the other one. What's the matter, Doc? Feeling left out.
You taking Sawyer with you?
Yep. Bought myself a ticket on this little tub. I need to hail you to the mast.
Good thing I'm a saver, not a spender.
He wasn't always like this.
Mm-hmm.
He was so tender.
That's how they all started out.
And then he was different.
Raft! On fire! Look!
Oh shit. I freaking love Locke. He's always like, he looks so creepy and dramatic when like he's just like trying to figure stuff out.
Where is he? Where the hell is he?
I think he blames Jin.
Michael!
Take it easy, man.
We don't know that Jin did this.
Are you serious? Sawyer? Shut up!
We saw him on the beach this morning.
That doesn't mean
That he tortured
Yeah, then
Raft.
who did, Jack?
How the fuck should I know? What the fuck?
I'm looking at my crystal ball. Oh,
No.
wait.
이제 자네가 내 새로운 보좌관이 되어주게.
회장님, 죄송하지만 무슨 말씀이신지
한변 차리라고 아나?
환경차관 말씀이십니까?
오늘 밤 메시지를 그에게 전달해주게. 내가 섭섭한 점이 참 많아서 그래.
회장님 밑에서 일하고 있습니다.
미스터 관. 네, 들어오세요.
여기 회장님의 메시지를 전하러 왔습니다.
제발 부탁합니다. 우리 딸 앞에서만은.
회장님이 굉장히 섭섭해 하시는데요. 그 말만.
그래요? 아, 고맙습니다. 고마워요. 회장님께 앞으로는 섭섭한 일 없도록 하겠다고 전해주세요.
이게는 당신께 드리는 선물입니다. 이게는 품종이 좋은 게예요. 한 차관님. 정말 비싼 게예요. 회장님께 사과를 드린다고 꼭 전해주세요. 그래 주실 수 있죠?
Notice anything about that scene? The TV?
No, I did not pay attention.
I missed it the first time the episode aired too. Hurley was on TV.
Oh, shit.
Messed up my ride, Chief.
See, it's not just Michael versus Jin anymore. Now Sawyer's involved.
I mean, he was on. He wanted to go on Raft.
Yep.
Boone, where is he?
Sorry, I haven't seen him.
Well, if you do see him, tell him to keep his stupid mouth shut, and if he has something to say, he can leave Saeed out of it and come say it to
Should
my
I be
face.
writing this down?
Just tell him to stay the hell out of my business.
You're a grown woman. Sure, you can yell at Boone till you're blue in the face, but all you're doing is giving him what he wants.
Yeah, what's that?
Your attention? Everyone gets a new life on this island, Shannon. Maybe it's time you start yours.
He's so wise. Always talks in riddles. Freaking Locke.
You're scared, huh? Scared? You understand scared, don't you?
Oh,
You
sorry.
ain't. You're gonna be, Bruce. Folks down the beach might have been doctors
Bruce Lee.
and accountants a month ago.
And then he says shit like this. It's like, fucking Sawyer.
메시지 못 전한 네 문능력 때문에 여시럽을 손에 본 줄 알아? 이 사람 하는 거 보고 잘 배워.
운만이 처리하더니 실험은 끄지 마시오.
여보, 빨리 피해. 잠깐만, 내 말 좀 들어봐. 우리 지금 내일 바로 공장 문 열어. 내가 당신 목숨을 구했다는 걸 명심해. 이 정도면 알아들으겠죠.
We saw this scene before.
좀 해봐.
Michael, take it easy. I take it easy, right? Hang on, man.
Oh jeez, everyone's trying to like. It might not be Jin. Come on, don't.
Right? Like, people are so like, yeah, it's him. Without checking. No evidence. No, but it's him. Sawyer, you made this mistake once. I wouldn't do it again. You would think he learned his lesson.
알았어?
Hey, hey, easy. One fight at a time.
He's right. This is between them.
Charlie's just like in the back, like,
This seems bad.
yeah, he's just like. I mean, what is he gonna do? He can't do anything. Son, you might want to do something instead of just standing there.
Stop it! Leave him alone!
There you go.
He didn't burn your raft.
He's like, what the fuck? You speak English?
Didn't see that coming. Understood us? All this time, why didn't you say anything?
Your raft was already on fire when he arrived. He burned his hands trying to put it out.
Then why did he run?
What do you mean? You what? He knew you guys would attack him anyway.
From the look on his face, even your old man here didn't know you speak English. How do we know she's not covering for it?
Because she isn't.
Locke, did you do it?
Why would any one of us block an attempt to get home? We're so intent on pointing the finger at one another that we're ignoring the simple, undeniable truth that the problem isn't here, it's there. They've attacked us, sabotaged us, abducted us, murdered us. Maybe it's time we stopped blaming us and started worrying about them. We're not the only people on this island, and we all know it.
That would be the most logical...
Yeah. He's not wrong. They've seen the person on the island. Charlie killed him. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, why would it be them? I mean, to be fair, they're on an island and they're not exactly thinking straight, but, you know. Why would he run? Yeah, I don't know, because you guys, like, were hell-bent on fucking killing him? Like, with no evidence? Why do you think he would run?
Jin didn't throw a single punch in that fight.
Nope.
He was just saying over and over again what happened. And Michael's assuming it was smack talk.
I mean, he doesn't know. Like he said, he's projecting.
I don't know.
He's projecting his own, like, vendetta against Jin.
우리 관계를 이런 식으로 정리하고 싶어요?
Yeah, the silent treatment, not very great.
우리가 언제부터 이렇게 대화가 안 됐어요?
Yeah, super healthy.
I was going to leave you.
Super healthy.
I was going to get away, but you made me change my mind. You made me think that you still loved me. 처음부터 다시 시작하고 싶어.
죄송해요, 아버지. 용서하세요. 아버지가 부끄러웠어요. 괜찮다. 괜찮아.
대화도 없어요.
아니 왜 말을 안 해?
아버님이 대한 진실을 그에게 직접 얘기할 수가 없어요. 다시 시작하고 싶어요.
아니 그럼 왜 다시 못해?
이거 미국으로 가. 응? 그래서 너희 결혼을 살려라.
그러게 난 너무 늦었어.
Nah, fam, that's just what you tell yourself. And you don't want to deal with it. So that's a pretty good marriage right there. Pretty solid marriage right there, yeah, you know. Should model all of your marriages after.
Charlie owes me $83,000. I told him I'd give him a chance to win it back.
$83,000. Damn early.
You have a dad?
Everyone's got a dad.
Is he cool?
No. Why did you burn the raft, Walt? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell. You must have had a really good reason.
I don't want to move anymore. I've been moving places my whole life. I like it here.
I like it here too.
Did he just manifest the fire?
It's not hard to make fire. Oh, hey.
Boat.
Just boat. But, oh, okay.
He knows boats. Dad was a
I'm pretty
fisherman.
sure he knows, yeah, like some... Because he was able to understand what Sun was saying.
No, I mean, he knows boats. His dad was a
that's
fisherman.
True, yeah, that's true.
He knows how to probably do a pretty good job making one. With Michael's engineering skills and Sawyer's resources.
Yeah, it's dead.
Son of a bitch.
That's the end of the
He just like loses
the soundtrack endings that they do occasionally.
Son of a bitch.
Ran out of power.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was In Translation. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's Jin.
This didn't make you like him a little more? A little more understanding of what he's going through?
I mean, I think it's... Okay. It's nice to see things from his perspective, but to be honest, like, I feel like I kind of already got it from Sun's perspective. because, I mean, you could guess, like, what was happening just through her. It is nice to see from his, so I will say that.
He thinks it's better that she hate him than her father.
Yeah.
Without realizing that she pretty much knows, not specifically, but she knows there's something up with her father already.
Yeah.
Because when she was, the woman helping her escape specifically says, from your father and husband.
Yeah.
That's where you're running from.
Yeah.
So she knows there's already something, but Jin doesn't know that she knows. And they just don't talk to each other.
Yeah, it's just, honestly, like, this is...
Well, he stops talking to her because he's afraid.
I know.
That she'll know.
Basically, this is the best marriage you could base your own relationships off of. That's a joke, by the way. It's terrible. You should never do that. Always communicate with your partner. Like, yeah, it is just, he just doesn't communicate with her, and clearly that's working out very well for him.
Well, I mean, she's not communicating with him either.
Yeah, but she tried. That's what I mean.
She does try. We've seen her try a couple times.
Well, not even just here though. Like even in Korea before, like the only reason she's leaving is because she keeps trying, and he just like.
Well,
there's only one.
She's leaving because she's afraid. She thinks her husband's a violent.
Well, yeah,
she saw him covered in blood and push her aside and with scary look. I work for your father. She didn't see him cry because he didn't want her to see him cry.
I think it's a mixture of both, though. Like it's fear.
You don't hire people to
but
erase your identity.
I think it's obviously it's fear, but it's not just fear. It's this isn't my husband anymore. Like he won't talk to me. He won't tell me what's going on. Like who did I marry? Basically, right? Like he's becoming this very violent, like violent man, like. And she doesn't know what's going on, and he won't talk to her. So, like, and she's trying to figure out, right? Like, even if he did tell her, right? Like, if he told her something, I'm pretty sure that fear would be less, at least, enough for her to stay with him. Because, like, she didn't know what was going on, and yet she still stayed with him, even after all of that. So, like, if he just talked to her, then I'm pretty sure she would have tried to figure something out with him. So, like, that's why I'm saying it's not just that she's scared. I think a lot of the fear comes from the fact that he's not telling her anything, so she only has, like, her own imagination to go based off of, which is probably very bad, right? Like, she might think, oh my god, my husband killed someone when he didn't, but, like, he's still doing bad things for her dad.
Well, technically, he saved that guy's life.
Yeah, exactly, right? He didn't kill anyone, but, like, she doesn't know that, right? Because he won't talk to her. So, like, I'm just, like, for me, like, just from this, like, it seems like a lot of it is she's trying very hard to try and get, like, she wants to communicate with him, and she's trying to get him to communicate with her, but, like, it's a give and take. Like, it's a two-way street. You can't just be the only one
it's
communicating or trying to communicate, right?
For him, it's a combination of he doesn't want her
to know
about that. But also, he's ashamed. He feels so much shame over what he's done.
I know.
He only broke down and told his father, who he also lied about being dead because he's ashamed of where he comes from.
Oh, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I understand why he's doing what he's doing. It's just not the best way to go about solving his problems.
Sure.
And it's especially because, like, he's his whole motivation for even going to work for her dad is her. Like, he even said it himself, I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for you. Like,
so they could be together.
Yeah. So, like, if your whole thing, but, like, it's, like, basically, like, he got so wrapped up in the process and, like, trying to do something and for them to be together that he lost himself in the process and forgot why he was doing that in the first place. Because, like, yeah, what was the point if she leaves you? If the whole point of you doing this was so that you can be together, right?
His father does put it in perspective for him. Saying, if the most important thing is your wife, then forget the responsibility. Like, be with your wife because I have too many responsibilities. But you care about the wife. Forget the responsibility. Yeah,
like, your whole thing was, she is my dream. If she was your dream, then, like...
And we find out Jin was planning to run away with her once they got to L.A.
Yeah.
She was planning to run away from him when they got to Sydney.
Yeah.
They were both planning to run away, but he thought go together. Yeah. And then maybe on the plane or once they land, he would tell her about her father finally. And they can start over.
They were going to LA. So yeah, she stayed with him and he probably was going to tell her.
Probably was going to happen if they didn't crash.
But that's why, like, when he said it's too late, I was like, what do you mean? Now you're on this island and no one knows what the fuck's happening with you. Like, what do you mean it's too late? If anything, it's the perfect time. Because yeah, nobody knows who the fuck you are. And there's no one on the plane, supposedly, that like, well, yeah, there's no one on the plane that knows who you are. Like,
Jin can't let go of his shame, his past.
Yeah.
He ignores it like his father, but he can't leave it behind. He can't let it go.
Yeah.
And he can't let go of what she's done either. So she lied to him about speaking English.
Oh yeah. Well, to be honest, in retrospect, I feel like that's a very mild thing.
Yes, but he doesn't know why she learned English because he didn't talk to her.
Exactly, that's my point.
He's so wrapped up in the past.
He's wrapped up in himself. He's wrapped up in his own shame and guilt for what he's done that he's not even thinking about her and like what she might be going through as well. Because like he basically what I'm saying is like he forgot the entire reason for why he did this in the first place, which was her. And now he made it all about himself and his own guilt and his own shame and, like, just won't even talk to his wife, which he did that for in the first place. Like...
Yeah, pretty much he was great. They were great together until the father messed everything up. Where he put him in a position where he felt like he can't tell her stuff, and that just snowballed into them not talking anymore. And it snowballed in becoming more violent, more distant.
I don't think it's all the father's fault, though. Like, yes, that, like, he was put in a situation, right? Like, you can't absolve all responsibility and just be like, yeah, it's the dad's fault for putting him in that position, because that would just be like a Sawyer thing, right? Like, oh yeah, he was just put in that position, so it's not Sawyer's fault, he's a dick, like, and racist as fuck. Like, no, Sawyer's still a fucking dick, and his actions, like, he still has responsibility for his own choices after the fact. Like, just because
I agree, but this episode casts more light on why Jin does what he does. Why he's what he is.
I think that's
kind of like the Sawyer episode, but in this case, it wasn't a trauma when he was a kid. It's a choice he made as an adult, so it's a little less forgiving.
Yeah, this is why, like, I'm kind of like, I kind of already knew, like, or like, I kind of figured already, like, because you definitely already see why he acts the way he does in Son's flashbacks. Like, I got that from her too. Like you can feel like the shame and like you can tell it's not just, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Like, no, obviously not. And it's clear that his dad is into some or her dad is into some shady shit, and you get that from her flashback. So like, I don't know. Like, I guess this episode didn't really, for me at least, like, didn't tell me anything new. It just showed the same thing from his perspective,
which is like, neat.
It is nice. It is nice to, don't get me wrong, it is nice to like know his perspective of things, because they did.
I mean, the dog he gave her,
that
was the little girl's dog.
Oh, okay, I didn't pick that up.
Yeah. Because they kind of go by it quick. I didn't remember if they have a scene where they redo that part from his side, but or not. So I didn't want to say anything in the moment. But yeah, that's the dog he gives Son, because the guy gave it to him. And then shortly after that, he comes home covered in blood, because the father's pissed that like, you just told him I'm unhappy. No, kill him or beat him.
Yeah. He's like, how am I supposed to know?
Like, I don't.
You didn't give me any direction.
But speaking of her, I guess that is the only real mystery in this episode. Why was Hurley on TV in Korea?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see. Yeah, even though I didn't even see that.
I didn't notice Hurley's on that TV until like my third time watching the series.
I mean, yeah, you don't really pay attention to the background.
But that's kind of the only real connective thing. Hurley was on TV in the room.
Yeah.
When all this was going down.
Could have done a commercial. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about Hurley.
Yeah.
Other than his name's not really Hurley. It's Hugo Reyes. Hurley's just a nickname.
Yeah. It's kind of it, huh?
Yeah. And what was the other? Oh, Walt is the one who burned down the raft.
Yeah.
So when it was happening, I don't think you thought for a second Jin actually burned down the raft.
No,
right?
I didn't.
What did you think? Did you have any idea what was?
Honestly, yeah, I thought it was kind of just like, I didn't think it was one of them. I thought it was gonna be like, yeah, one of the outsiders.
Yeah.
Like just, yeah, one of them. Because I mean,
why not?
Yeah, like Ethan just randomly popped up out of nowhere. Like but yeah, I mean, it does make sense that it's Walt. They have been like showing that he does like it there, and like he's more comfortable there. But yeah, like I didn't think he'd go so far as burning it though.
It's probably like an impulse thing.
Maybe. Yeah, he's a kid. Like he's not really.
He got worried it was getting too real now, and
yeah.
He didn't expect all this to happen from it. You know, he didn't want Jin to get blamed and
like I said, yeah, he's a kid.
His dad to beat someone up.
He's probably not thinking about all the consequences. He was just like, I don't want to leave. Burns Raft.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I wasn't really like thinking too hard about it. I was pretty sure they were gonna eventually say something.
And the other big thing is Saeed and Shannon are a thing now.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're together. And you're not for that.
It's just, well, it's not that I'm not for it. It's just I don't really feel the chemistry, to be honest. Like, their personalities aren't really, like, they don't really mesh, necessarily. Like, they've talked a few times, and they did spend, like, some time together. But it didn't really, like, I didn't really see the chemistry between them and, like, how it progressed. So, it's just kind of weird to me.
I will say, the sub story of their love falling for each other on the island was the actor who plays Saeed's idea.
Oh.
He pitched it to the writers saying, wouldn't it be neat to have like a rich white American girl fall for a Middle Eastern guy? Because that's kind of polar opposites, you know. They tip you the audience wouldn't expect that.
I mean,
and the writers were like, yeah, that's true, you know, and then they kind of they liked the idea, so they worked it in.
I mean, it's a good, like, concept, I think, on paper. And yeah, true, like, I didn't expect it.
And it gives conflict with Boone.
I mean, yeah, I think it is good, I think. It's just, if you're gonna execute it, I need to see the chemistry, and honestly, I don't see it. And I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe it's just for me personally, like, I don't see it in the acting. Because, yeah, I think, like, story-wise, it's cool. Yeah, like, you don't expect that. And, yeah, it can progress some stuff. But just, like, maybe the actors' chemistry, I don't know. Like, I don't feel it personally. Maybe you do. I don't know. It could just be me.
Well, I mean, this is the first time they kissed. We got
I'm not really, like... against it though. I'm just like, I don't really feel it, so whatever.
Okay. I think that pretty much covers everything. I mean, Locke figured out it was Walt who burned down the raft, and he put the blame on the others,
which is nice.
Yeah, and he was understanding about it.
I just like Locke's chaos. He's so funny.
Well, I mean, that's another thing. He's really close with Boone, right?
Yeah, kind of.
And yet, he gave Shannon what she needed to hear for herself. He didn't.
Well, yeah.
So he didn't stick up for Boone or say Boone's right or anything.
Well, I think that's the thing. Because Locke isn't, like I said earlier, right? Locke is, like, chaotic neutral. Like, like he said, he likes the island. He likes living there. Technically, he doesn't want to leave because, you know, or his legs will break again. Probably. And, like... It's kind of for himself, but, like, that doesn't mean he doesn't want others to, like, find who they are as well. So, like, he's just kind of helping everybody out. And him helping everybody out and find out who they are on the island helps him in return because they don't want to leave and they won't suspect anything from him. I just like his chaotic neutral energy. He's so funny. Like, he always comes out and he's always so fucking creepy and cryptic, and he's always speaking in riddles, like words of wisdom. Is so funny. But, like, he's actually a good guy. And he's actually helping everyone. He's just so creepy and cryptic about it. It's so funny.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we thought of this episode. What did you guys think? Let us know in the comments section. Your opinion on this episode, I guess. I never did that before. Did it flow good?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the first Jin episode. Honestly, when I rewatch the series, and I'm not watching every episode, I tend to skip the Jin and Sun episodes. Not all of them, but first few seasons I do. I like those characters, just their episodes are always kind of just about them, and I'm like, I care about the bigger or interconnector. You know, it's a whole thing. But yeah, let us know, did this episode turn around your opinion on Jin at all? He was pretty much universally not liked, and the actor was like, might want you guys to kill me off if this continues.
Aww.
So like, okay, we'll start the face turn now. You know, we're gonna start planting the seeds that you're a good guy.
Yeah, I can see that, because like right now it's just he's not really a good guy, honestly. Like, he's not. He's not taking any responsibility for what he's done with his marriage. He's like just choking it up to like, oh, I'm ashamed, which is, you know, okay. That doesn't mean you can't freaking talk to your wife, like, who you made a commitment with and who you did this with in the first place, or you did this for in the first place. Like, so yeah, it's just not like, I don't know, like.
Well, without giving spoilers, up to this point in the series, what was your opinion on Jin?
Right, like, I didn't really have one. And then it went negative, and now it's just more negative.
Alright.
But that's just me.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.